What is up, guys? HD Motorsports here, bringing you another broadcast of the NNR Racing League. Tonight, the boys go to Michigan, 2-mile track. It's going to be a lot of action out there, and I think my mic keeps cutting out. I'm not entirely too sure. Is it working now? I think we're working. All right, well, joining me in the booth tonight's going to be the very own Pete.
Hey, oh boy, I guess those Monster energy drinks and 5-hour energy shots and all that have finally took effect. Glad to hear it. What's up, HD? How are you?
I'm doing mighty fine. Just trying to make sure my mic's coming through, so if you can tell me everything's good to go and I sound good, I'm not cutting in and out, and I sound like the beautiful soulless ginger that I am.
I am just waiting. There we go. Stream's up. Checking the audio. As soon as it lets me turn up the volume. Okay, only hear you when you speak. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm good to go. Volume's good. Check, check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. But tonight, Pete, as they come to Michigan, Michigan's one of those tracks where it's very wide, it's very open, but it's ultimately really a one-lane track that's down on the white line, in the corner. So coming into the night, I'm expecting to see a lot of diving to the bottom, going down that front stretch below the white line, as well as down the back stretch. It's going to get mighty hairy. They say this is a track you can go caution-free, or you can have a ton of cautions. But tonight with these drivers, I'm expecting no more than 3 cautions. I'm hoping they got only 100 laps to do it. So coming into it, who is your driver to win it all?
Well, at first, that 42 wasn't going to be racing tonight, but his internet wasn't quite up to par, but I guess he went somewhere else, brother's house, something like that. So he will be racing tonight. He's going to be looking for the sweep, but I don't think he's going to get it done. I was talking to the 10 of Sterlo. Sterlo said he's got a hot rod. What do you think?
Sterlo is what I think with that pick. I might go the opposite. I might pick our very own D4C Carroll. He's no longer D4C Carroll. It's just Carroll now. Jesus, HD, it's been about 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I don't even know. We just wing it up here. You know what I mean. But I'm going to go with Carroll. Carroll has actually won a league race here at Michigan. It's been a long time coming. Got to go with our very own Carroll up in the broadcast booth right there. But on the opposite end, you can't look no farther than the young gun, CGMX Rose. You know he's going to qualify well. I'm pretty sure he's gotten pole position the last 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So you can't go wrong with CGMX Rose, as well as we're sitting around waiting for the invites to come out.
Yeah, and these guys are on their pace lap already. We need to get an invite here. I got Rowdy's stream up, and yeah, that didn't work out too well. Let me get down.
They forgot about us.
They forgot about us again. I'm looking for Coey here. There he is.
You can just hop down in Discord.
Yep, I'll do that.
Be like, yo, you forgot about us.
All right, right back.
Carl is winning deeds. I don't care what you say. Valley, is that Slick? We got Slick in here, everybody. As I'm trying to kill time, so I'm going to tell you a joke. Hey, do you work at Starbucks? It's not really a joke, it's a pickup line. I guess I'm trying to pick up Valley right now. Hey, do you work at Starbucks? Valley? Because I like you a latte. Oh, man. The things I do to kill time while people mess up. Well, while I'm waiting, why don't we just go ahead and flip it over real quick. Oh, boy. Oh, you know you liked it. I could tell you, I'm gonna take my horse down the old town road. We gonna Ride so I can't no more. The first French fry wasn't made in France. Damn, plot twist. Plot twist right there. You might not want to join the booth tonight, Deeds, because it looks like I'm going to be hightailing it out of here and doing something else with my time. Like sleeping. Jose's in Hawaii? Valley, I'm pregnant. That's why you're not here tonight, Jose. 720. Well, don't worry about Jose, because you might as well just go back poolside, back beachside, back whatever they do in Hawaii. Is there still that active volcano? I don't know. Go visit that thing. Heard it's pretty cool. Heard it's hot. Because they forgot to give us an invite, and they're actually in there racing right now. Why would just eavesdrop and see who's online? We got Dirty Deeds. There he is playing Terraria. I mean, how you say it's like an off-brand Minecraft nerd. Ho! We're getting in, guys!
All right, here we go.
We're getting in. We made it to the big leagues. I thought I got fired for a minute.
No, definitely not fired. There was a technical malfunction, shall we say. But nope, we are good.
Someone is getting fired, though.
Yep. They Carol was nice enough to pull over and get me the invite, and then for some reason,
they're even re-racking.
Yep, they're gonna re-rack it just for us. See that?
Wow, you did big things in there. But the young gun CGMX Rose with, I thought Moore wasn't at qualifying. He's on the outside in P2. But there's that 22 of J. Paul starting in P3 to 51 of Strings in P4. And we are underway at Michigan. Coming down into turn 1, the 11 of CGMX Rose gets a good jump. And they are 3 wide back there for second place.
Oh, yeah, J-Paw sent out a tweet earlier today saying that he was going to put that Ford Mustang up front and he was going to try to keep it there. So I'm looking for a lot of things out of J-Paw. And then, Knights has turned a lot of laps right along with String and quite a few other guys. Everybody's worried about the whole draft race kind of thing, but I'm looking forward to it. What do you think the under-over is on cautions tonight, HD?
I'm going to go over under 3. But this group of cars, as CGMX Rose is under fire from the 22 of J. Paul. Down into turn 1, he's just got no help from behind. As CGMX Rose is going to hold it on the outside still for P1. There's the 51 of String getting behind the 42 of More Smoke. As we got the 20 of Ingalls making his way up through the field. There's contact between the 42 and the 6 of Heated Snowman. They hold it together, though. More Smoke might as well start in the back-to-back, like he said, because that's where he's going.
But that was an amazing save by that 42. Wow, he kept that. He kept it digging. He didn't lose too many spots. But yeah, he said he was going to qualify and then go to the back because he wasn't quite sure about his internet, just like Knights tonight. But yeah, these guys, this pack racing is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it, HD.
Oh, yeah, as it coming down into 20 of Ingalls. He's known as one of the aggressive drivers here in NNR. He's looking low into turn 3. Nothing working that time by. Still, your race leader is going to be the 22 of J. Paul. Out here leading a few laps after a disappointing race last week. Let's go ahead and bounce around the field a little bit more. There's that beautiful 95 Procore Toyota Camry machine of Kamal. He's starting the back-to-pack. I think he's looking to just keep his car clean early on. But here's the 10 of Sterlo sitting inside the top 5, running in 5th place. Right behind him is the very own Rowdy as we got contact in the back. That 48 car is doing I don't know what to call it. We're going to call it the salsa.
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, he's definitely doing a little dance down that back stretch, and looks like him in the 51 a string made some contacts in 51 into the inside wall, but we're staying green.
Yeah, as we're still underway, just going to try and share the stream out there to all the beautiful land of the NASCAR Heat 3 community, where we all know we're all love each other and there's no drama and no one hates anybody.
Oh, I think the 9 might be hating somebody right now. I made my way through the field a little bit looking around, and his hood is already up in his face. That front end is destroyed. Very much so.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be a 2-car breakaway early on at 22 with J. Paul. Still out in the race lead. He's got the 20 of Ingalls right behind him. Behind them is just a pack of cars under the blanket. CGMX Rose leading that pack. Now they still are on their default setup, straight preset setup at the moment. I think some of them might be screaming for a caution to come out so they can make those adjustments, free it up a little bit more, and that's when we're going to see this thing possibly get a little racier.
Oh, yeah, and tell you what, if anything's screaming, it is the motor from that 18 car Rowdy. I've got his stream up to kind of keep an eye on laps and fuel and all that, and he is redlining just after the start-finish line, so I'm sure they're waiting on something.
Yeah, he files right behind the 11 of CGMX Rose. They are single file, 5 cars deep. The 10 of Starlo looking to make a move on the 38 car. Nothing working that time by. 38's actually under the 18 of Rowdy. I think CGMX Rose is going to help him out, try and pull him by the 38 as they get single filed back up before turn 1.
Yeah, and don't forget that 38 is now actually the Aviators. So any Aviator fans out there watching the stream, those are your driver's new colors. You got the Aviator in the 38. We've got an addition of the of Dooman in the 00, the old buckshot car. And that's about it as far as changes go. But yeah, these guys up front, they're keeping it nose to tail. It looks like we got 2 different packs now.
Yeah, as Rowdy is making his way up through the pack. Last turn, he was sitting P4. Now he's up there battling for the lead on the outside of Ingalls. Down into turn 1. CGMX Rose is getting in the mix as well. And there is that 38 of the Aviator you just talked about. Carroll's coming out from his green flag pit stop. J. Paul drops all the way back to 3rd place.
Yeah, J-Paw's, he's keeping it close to the front. He said he was going to. There's a whole lot of, dicing going on with this, with the air on these cars. But, 2 and 3 wide going through these corners. Man, these guys are doing a great job tonight so far.
Haven't talked much about the 21 car of God Power as he's making his way up in the top 3. Gonna sneak by J. Paul coming down to turn 1. Still, Rowdy is working on that 20 car of Ingalls on the outside.
Yeah, he pulled up door to door on him in that last turn, but the 20 car had the preferred line, so 18 had to give it back, move back into P2, and like you just said, you got the 21 of God Power behind him now, as the 18 is going to take a look on the inside of the 20.
And I think that was a bit of a mistake because that 21 of God Power is going to get hooked up with the 20. Actually, it tends to work out in Rowdy's favor. I thought they were going to be able to pull a power move down the backstretch on the outside, but Rowdy is still nose to nose with the 21 of God Power on the outside, and Sterlo making his way up into the top 3.
Sterlo, again, he said he's got a good car, and he was going to do everything he could to keep it as clean as possible with how aero dependent this track is. It's yeah, he's going to keep moving. I'm looking for big things from that 10. He's my pre-race pick.
Yeah, he's flexing his arms early on, but here, look no farther. Right behind him is the 51 string as the 9 car hits the apron. He's around up into the wall. That's the 9 of Silent Killer. He's got heavy front end damage. And there's the 18 of Rowdy looking on the outside yet again down to turn 1. Starlo, though, is going to stick with the 20 of Ingalls, and there's a battle for second place right now because they are 2 by 2 rows deep.
That just goes to show how big the draft at this track is, because the 9 was all by himself earlier when I said he had a the hood was in his face. These guys have already put him a lap down because of that damage.
Yeah, this is one of those tracks where you get damaged. Draft is key, as well as a clean car. He's going to be running easily a second slower right now compared to the rest of the pack. As this racing right now, J. Paul, is phenomenal. We're talking about great racing. I think I just called you J. Paul, excuse me. Pete! J. Paul, Pete, you both got a P in there somewhere.
Yeah, I get you though. That 22's keeping it interesting in the top 2, top 3, top 4 position. I think if the 22, the 10, the 18, and the 21 get hooked up, not to mention that 11, I think it's going to be all top 4, top 5 right there.
Yeah, well, the 18 of Rowdy starts drifting towards the back of the pack. New face towards the front in the top 5 is going to be the 2 of Stout Whiskey. Sitting in P4, he's starting to work on the 22 of J. Paul. He's got some help from behind. The 51 of String. String's like, who do I go with? Do I go with the inside guy? Do I go with the outside guy? Or do I look like a windshield wiper going down the backstretch as he holds it together? He's going to file suit right behind that 2 car as green flag pit stops should be happening here pretty soon.
Yeah, they only get about 20 laps of fuel, and as the 18 is coming towards the start-finish line right now, I'll be able to give you a lap count and kind of see where he is, and they've got 83 to go, so yeah, you're probably looking at 2 or 3 more laps, maybe, depending on how much these guys have been able to check up in the draft.
Well, one thing is interesting is 22 dipped slow up. I think the 20 is going to be going down, possibly. I know they said in the pre-race, if you're going to go down, make sure you dip down to the white line as there's contact between the 22 of J. Paul and the 2 of Stout Whiskey. A 2-2 and a 2 doesn't make it right. That makes it 3 2s. And he's going to go to the outside, drop outside the top 5.
That was an amazing slide by that 2. I know it wasn't quite the slide job he wanted, but, boy, he kept it digging.
And it looks like we got about a 7-car breakaway. The 22 of J. Paul's looking to regain his lead as they are going side by side down the front stretch into turn 3. I'm going the wrong way. Zane, I need the tool.
Oh, we definitely need the track map and running order. That would be great. But yeah, you got 5 cars or 6 cars now, nose to tail. Looks like I thought the 18 might have been slowing down the pit right there. But yeah, 2 by 2 for the top 7, top 8 cars.
Yeah, new race leader is going to be the 51 of String. If it's common theme, man, every 5 laps, someone else is leading the race. This is a great start so far. We've had about 4 to 5 different race leaders so far, but there is that 18 of Rowdy sitting in P2. We know he's an aggressive driver, but tires are not your friend right now. These drivers are screaming to come down pit road any lap now. We got the 10 of Sterlo still in the mix in the top 3. He's going to move up to P3. He's going to pass that 22 of J. Paul. We're going to go 3 wide for 4th place.
Yeah, I think that 51's been kind of flying under the radar. He's been in the mix the whole time, but yeah, he's actually holding them off here. The 10 and the 18 are drafted, and the 18's going to tuck in right behind the 51. But yeah, he's keeping them at bay. I wonder what's going to happen here. Who's going to get the better pit stop?
It's going to come down to executing your pit stops. Like you said, I mean, we were talking early on, how many cautions do you think we're going to have? Well, I'm thinking more 0 now. As these boys, up there they go. Some of them breaking off. The 21 of God Power is down pit road. First one down, so we expect these guys to come down next time by.
Yeah, 21 definitely broke free pulling into the pits. So I'm expecting some more of these, the top runners to head in here, I'd say this lap or next.
Well, 22 is coming down, I can tell you that, because he's on that white line. So is the 2 of Stout Whiskey, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 22 of J. Paul starting to slow her up, whoa her up, as he's going to make his green flag pit stop. Everyone else continues on.
And 22's making that pit stop all by himself. They'd be kind of curious to see if these guys drafting together still is going to hurt them.
It might help them out because if this pack of 5 comes down together, they might have to slow it up just a tad more. But it looked like the 22 of J. Paul, to me anyways, looked like he hit his brakes a little too early. I'd like to see him drive it in a little deeper before he hits his brakes. But hey, that's why I'm up here in the booth.
Yeah, I'm thinking the 10, 20, and the 2 are all going to go in here together. Oh, contact between the 20 and the 10. The 2's going to be able to keep it away, and hey, everybody's going in clean. Ooh, that was close.
Yep. And that's going to leave the 51 of String and the 18 of Rowdy. You know, one thing to String's advantage for not leading the laps early on, he was able to save those extra laps of fuel that might become to his advantage here. As he's coming out this time, he's going to tap the white line. So is Rowdy. They're both going to come down. So it'll be interesting to see the race off of pit road to see where everyone ends up.
Yeah, might start to see some drafting pairs. 51 looks like he kept it out.
Rowdy with a great pit interest right there. He's actually going to get by the 51 of String.
Wow.
I am the tool, Deeds. I am the tool.
I tell you, that was a great job out breaking the 51 of String. I really hope he didn't get any kind of a black flag pit road penalty.
I don't think he did.
That'd be interesting to see.
I don't think he did. Cool. I think he just had an excellent pit stop.
Boy. Didn't come up on his feet.
Wait a minute.
We'll, left side tires are going on right now. And we'll see if that 18 gets released right off the bat. And he is out. That was a green stop. Amazing stop. Amazing way to get into the pits for that 18 of Rowdy.
Well, here comes the front pack as the 51 is coming out of pit road. It looks like that 10 of Sterlo might be leading her, coming out of turn 2. They're coming like Thomas, the choo-choo train. 21 of Ingalls going below the white line.
Yeah, he had to pull a quick evasive maneuver to get around the 51. The 51 merged on track right where he was supposed to, but the 20 was down low, 10 was up high, and he had to go somewhere. Great job not to bring out that caution.
Yeah, it's a great driving from 20 of Ingalls. That was Talladega Daytona. I don't know what they would call that, but your new race leader and first time leading laps tonight is going to be that 10 of Sterlo.
Yeah, 10, then you got the 20, then you got the 11 of CGMX Rose behind them. You got the 51 of String, and that looked like the 2 of Stout Whiskey, and the 22 of J-Paw still up there also.
Yes, we got a battle for second place. That's the 11, the young gun, CGMX Rose, battling with Ingalls. Man, this is some great racing going on. But now they got their setups in. This is where we're going to separate the men from the boys at Michigan.
Is that 48 a lap down, or is he up here with this lead pack? I'm curious. What is Carroll doing?
I think Carroll's a lap down. I'm almost positive Carroll's a lap down. I know he got in that wreck, so I'm going to assume he is a lap down. Whether he pulled a Hail Mary, dropped a Bugatti engine in that thing or something, I don't know. But CGMX Rose making a possible power move. A little premature right there from HD. I almost said it. Not quite.
Oh, that 10 cars, he's keeping them. He's doing the same thing that the 51 of String was doing a little bit ago. He's just taking whichever line is moving and keeping the pack behind him. He's doing a great job.
I'll tell you, he's doing a great job out in front right now. That's Sterlo. He's working both lines. As you can see, as he goes up to the top line, going down the backstretch, pulling CGMX Rose, and then he drops down. He's going to pull Ingalls into 20, and he's keeping them side by side. Now, that might work to his advantage because it might use Rose's tires up a little bit more. It might use the 22 of J-Paul tires up a little more on the high side.
Yeah, it looks like the 20 of Ingalls, though, he really wants by. He's kind of moving, back and forth, and the 10 is trying to block. And now they're going to take it 3 wide going down the backstretch, HD.
Yeah, they're going to go 3 wide. That's actually back to 3 wide for second place. Now 2 wide for third place because the 11 of CGMX Rose with the power move on the outside, taking a 22 with him.
Yep, he must have heard you wanting to call it before, HD.
And that time by, he's able to pull it off. CGMX Rose back to the lead.
CGMX Rose, and we got the 20 of Ingalls. The 10 of Sterlo is now back to third. J-Paw in the 22, and the 2 of Stout Whiskey are side by side. 51 of String. Then there's that 42 of More Smoke working his way up. More Smoke right now off of Rowdy's stream is in 7th place. So he is with this lead pack. He is not a lap down, even with that little bit of damage to his hood.
You know, one driver Rowdy did lose a ton of time to this.
Yeah, he did.
Like, I don't know exactly what happened to Rowdy because he had that beautiful pit entry. He actually got by the 51 a string.
Maybe there was some trouble when he was merging, almost like what happened with String.
That's very possible, but he's got a fast group with him. He's got the Aviator behind him pushing. He's got the 6 of the Heated Snowman, the 88 of Sigma, who's up in here. This kind of fits in Sigma's wheelhouse at Michigan. He might be playing pretty patient early on, as we got the 48 of Carroll, the 9 of Silent coming down for green flag pit stops yet again, both with heavy damage.
Boy, these guys are doing great with their communication back and forth, and you know, keeping it green on the track. Man, before the race started, I asked Coey what he thought about, you know, possible cautions tonight, and he said same as you, right around 3. Right now, you know, what do we know? You know,
I don't know anything. I just come up here trying to be a little funny. Hopefully I call people by the right name. Hopefully I get car numbers and names right. As far as I know, this 10 is actually not Sterlo. But hey, we just wing it up here. At least that's what I do. That's my motto. I just wing it. I wake up 20 minutes before the race. I'm energized. I'm ready to go. You can call me the Energizer Bunny.
Let's see. Let's kind of work our way around the field.
Oh, that was a lag punch right there. The 10 of Stolo. The leaders are spinning around. That might bring out the caution. Caution is out due to lag.
It is out. And the 18 of Rowdy tried to dodge that all, but ended up getting into it in the last second. His the front end on that 18 car is destroyed. Oh, that fast car Rowdy had may have just been.
Rowdy is still doing donuts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He got knocked for a loop, literally.
That was a huge lag punch right there. Sadly, that's one of the things that these drivers are dealing with out there on track. We heard of debris cautions. We're going to call that a lag caution, as I don't know exactly who lagged. All I know is someone on my screen jumped.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but definitely saw the aftermath, no doubt.
One thing I'll tell you, that tore up a lot of good race cars.
Yeah, that definitely tore up a lot of good race cars. But tell you what, they're gonna get that damage fixed up. We're gonna re-rack them. We got a lot of new players in the lead. They're gonna take their pace lap, and yeah, we might see some new top guns.
Yeah, so let's give you a quick rundown of the field. Your race leader is going to be the 20 of Ingalls. On the outside of him in P2 is going to be the 22 J. Paul, having a heck of a run so far. Back there in P3 is going to be the 2 of Stout Whiskey. On the outside of Stout Whiskey in P4 is going to be the 38, the new 38 of Aviator. Back there in P5 is going to be the 6 of Heated Snowman. He's having a good run so far, sitting in the top 5. On the outside of Heated, it's going to be your very own, the man with disaster, the man with a plan. Do not block him, the 18 of Rowdy. Starting in P7 is going to be the 42 of More Smoke. Back there in P8 is going to be the 88 of Sigma. Back there in 9th, if I'm not mistaken, that's the 99, beautiful 99 Toyota Camry machine, driven by your very own James Kamal. On the outside of Kamal, looks like it's going to be the 11 of CGMX Rhodes. Let's get back to the front as we're getting ready to take it green. Why don't you go and take it, Pete?
Yep, they're gonna come to the start finish, or the restart zone, which they were able to identify just before qualifying started. So you got the 20 of Ingalls leading the 22 of JPA, and we're gonna get this green. Hopefully those cars that were just involved in that accident got their damage fixed up, maybe made some adjustments to their tires, adjustments to the maybe a little bit of grill tape come off, and see if it helps their draft a little bit better. But yeah, the 20 was able to get into the front. 2 cars, Stout Whiskey right behind. 22 with J-Paw. Then you got 38, the 6, and the 18's your top 5.
Yeah, he caught the 22 of J-Paul sleeping a little bit there off the start. He's going to drop back to P3 like you said. That 38's going to be running in P4 as we got a blanket on the entire field. Looks like a sleep number bed. sitting on 65.
Yeah, look at this. Top 8, top 9 are all going to go single file. I take that back. No, yeah. 22 decided to bring that to the inside, the 38. That's going to push Aviator up a little bit. It's going to allow the 6 heated Snowman to get underneath him, coming out of 2.
Yeah, coming down a backstretch, top 3. Single filed out, 6 heated Snowman moving up the P4. That 95 of Kamal, he was just back there in P9. He's moving up outside of top 5, sitting in P6. There's little contact in the back of the pack, able to hold it together. And good Lord, let's get back here. Let's get some of this love back here because there's some epic racing going on.
Oh, and it looks like they're getting even more squirrely.
Oh, the tennis Thorlo looking like Dan, the old man, cutting grass out there. He holds it together. The 9 of Silent Killer involved again in that mess as the tennis Thorlo, who's got a strong car, out of the draft pack. He's going to be praying for a caution.
Yep, it looks like they're keeping it green though. No real issue there. But you've got the 95 of James Kamal pushing the 38 of the Aviator up to P3, moving the 95 to P4, 22 on the outside with the heated Snowman right behind him, and then here comes 42 and a more.
Yeah, more smoke. We can't look past him. The man just finds a way to the front
every week,
no matter
every
what.
Week.
I mean, he did it at Pocono. He definitely didn't have the good car. He was saying himself he didn't have the car to win, but wouldn't you know, the man won it.
Yeah, he won it, and he won it in last minute clutch because that everybody was scrambling in the closing laps at Pocono, but these guys here, man, I can't say enough. They're 2 by 2 by 2, keeping it a single file at times, 3 wide, 4 wide at times. Trying to keep the contact to a minimum, and yeah, I can't believe the job that they're putting on, or the show they're putting on right now.
Well, only one caution so far. Caution due to lag. Look no farther, though, because the 11 of CGMX Rose starting to make his way up through the pack as the 95 gets a little loosey-goosey there. Out of turn 4, holds it together. He's pushing the Aviator on the outside, trying to make something work on the outside. Nothing working that time by these boys. Got to get a little separation from the 2. A Stout Whiskey as the Aviator looking to pull a little crossover on the 2 of Stout Whiskey. The 95 in tow, pushing them down the backstretch. Still, Stout Whiskey holding on strong.
Yeah, I think the 95 James Kamal is really, really hungry. He missed a couple races due to some other issues, but he's here to prove that he still belongs in NNR. He's never left.
Yeah, man. I mean, this pack of 10 still up in the front. Got a little separation towards the back. 95 starting to drift back towards the back of this front pack on the outside with no help and no man's land. It's going to move up around. Here is that 42 of a more smoke sitting in P5. Right behind him that's where the 95 of Kamal is going to drop. Back behind Kamal, they're going to be side by side. That's the 11 of CGMX Rose and the 18 of Rowdy going down the front stretch.
Yeah, 95 needs to find a way to get back to that inside line. That way they can't get under him going into these corners. That's where he's losing position after position, just like he's going to lose the one to the 11 of CGMX Roads right now.
Caution's out.
Yeah, something must have happened in the backpack.
12's got heavy damage on the front end.
Yep, looking at the stream for the 18 of Rowdy, doesn't look like he was involved. He's got the 11 right in front of him. So
put it out!
His front pack. Put it out! Put it out!
That might be copyrighted.
David Hoots.
That might be copyrighted.
Well, I'll tell you what, if that's copyrighted, you need to make some T-shirts. Put it out! Let's see here. As soon as they take their pace lap, I'll get a lap count for us. Rowdy right now is sitting in P8.
Who do I want to ride with off this restart? Who do I want to ride with?
Well, Moore's kind of close to the front. You got the 11 right behind him, kind of mid-pack.
You know, the 51 a string was up in the front pack as well. He's kind of dropped back early on. The 10 Estorlo still, I think he's back there.
Yeah.
Don't see him. 21 a God Power, who was in that front pack, dropped back towards the back. It all came down to that lag caution. Not really sure what it caused the last one, but that's going to be the second caution of the night. And I think I am going to ride with your current point leader, now 42 of Amore Smoke off this restart.
You can't go wrong. He's got the 11 of CGMX Rose to push him, and right behind CGMX Rose is 21 of God Power, and then there's your string.
I'll get to him eventually if I keep hitting A. There we go.
Yeah, you got to love when the cameras don't work with you, I tell you. All right, they're going to be coming to the line here in just about 30 seconds, and then I'll be able to get that lap count for us. So, depending on what we've got left in laps, there we go. I'll get it out one of these days. Might see a little fuel strategy.
Well, it's very possible.
But they've got to be able to save a ton of gas with how much they're checking up, and giving and taking. Not a whole lot of take, that's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was going to ride along with the 42 of Amore Smoke, and he got a terrible start as Rowdy is going to clear him on the outside. He was sitting P8.
Yep, Rowdy was sitting P8, and he's going to get up towards the front a little bit more, and there were 52 to go when they just took that green, HD.
Yeah, the 95 of Kamal's going to get a little loose coming out of turn 2. We're actually going to follow along with Rowdy with the hood cam as he's got Stout Whiskey right in front of him. I tell you what, I don't know what was going on with the Amore Smoke. Might have been texting and driving, might have been taking a selfie, might have been eating a hot dog for all we know. But he had a horrible, horrible start.
Yeah, he started off on the bottom. Somehow he got pushed up to that outside line just like the 95 did earlier, and it's caused him to lose a bunch of positions. It's going to take them 3 wide because the 95 was right at that, right close to the wall coming off too.
Yeah, Kamal on the outside's battling pretty strong with no help on the 18 of Rowdy. Now going down the front stretch, Rowdy is going to have that draft help out in front of him, still holding on. Now Kamal's going to have to jump down right now, I feel like. Fall right behind Rowdy as Rowdy's going to come up in front of him. Hopefully they all clear. Amore Smoke coming out of turn 2. Amore Smoke's actually going to get below Kamal in that 95 down the backstretch, and they are still side by side for 6th place.
Yeah, Kamal's actually got a little bit more help than the 42 did. The CGMX Rose decided to stay in right behind him, and then you got the 51 ducking under. Then you got the 24 Koei working into this mix right now too. Working my way through.
Who is cutting the grass? Looks like that's the 00.
Yep, old do-man. Old buckshot numbers.
Yeah, Rowdy's going to move up to P4. He's going to pass that 22 of J. Paul. We know Rowdy's got a strong car, fast, aggressive. Be interesting to see what he does when he catches the 2 of Stout Whiskey. And shout out Stout Whiskey, man. He's having a heck of a run so far.
Oh, yeah, Stout's having a great race. The Aviator, he's always a front contender. But I tell you what, the 20 car of Ingalls, he's leading this thing again. He is no stranger to that front. You go back to the NNR Truck Series, the NNR Xfinity Series, and now in Cup, right where he belongs. And he's showing that, all those wins in the lower series aren't just because they're lower series. He can put up with these big boys, too.
No, that 20 of Ingalls is very, very fast. I mean, you go all the way back to Pocono when he had about a 4-second lead on everybody, just drove away from the field.
Yep. Looks like he got a little squirrely coming off of 4 right there. The 38 had to check up, and the 18 had to check up as well. That allowed these guys that were right behind him to make up a little bit of ground.
Well, look no farther, because that 18 of Rowdy's about to pick up 2 positions in 1 lap as he's going to clear the Aviator. Rowdy up to P2. He's got that 20 car in his sights.
Yep, he's got 20 car in his sights, and there's the 22 with J-Paw keeping it with his front pack.
J-Paul and the 22 and the 2 get to it yet again. There's a huge wreck in the back.
Oh yeah, I feel that's probably going to bring out the caution. Yep, they're slowing out. Caution is definitely out. So we went from no cautions to what's this now? This is our third.
I'm going to say second. That one was a lag. I ain't going to count that.
Okay. All right. we'll roll with it. All right. So you got 20, the 18, and the 38. That's your top three going into caution. And I'll get a lap count again once they get back to their pace lap.
Oh, the 47. A Fort Smitty. Blown engine. Out for the race.
We really haven't seen much. I'm guessing he was probably involved with something earlier. But, yeah, I'm sure. Okay, I thought something was going on with my monitor because Rowdy's stream had disappeared, but it's back up. All right, they are coming to the start finish, and looks like when they take the green, it'll be with 42 laps to go.
Yeah, we're going to keep our eyes on that 18 of Rowdy as he's going to start on the outside of P2. He's probably going to drop back to P3 as long as that 38 of Aviator gets a good jump. But right behind Rowdy is going to be the 42 of Amore Smoke. Back there in P6 is the 51 of String. So we got a pretty decent line on the outside with good pushers behind Rowdy. So he might just keep it out there and wall ride this baby.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what the lineup is behind Rowdy and Ingalls. It looks, is that the 42 or is that the?
That's the 42.
Yeah, okay,
42,
so yeah,
51.
Yep. Wow. All stout cars. All stout.
Well, we got the 10 of Sterlo making his way back up through the field. He's sitting P7.
Yep. And outside of him, there's your two cars, Stout Whiskey. Who was your pick tonight, HD? I forget.
I picked the 48 of Carroll.
The 48. Okay, so somebody better get a message to his crew chief to step on it.
I'm still going with it. As Rowdy's actually going to drop back down in P2. He's going to hop right in front of the Aviator. Aviator gets wasn't a bad start, but it wasn't as good as he hopes it was unless he's just working with Rowdy. He lets him in. J. Paul is going to be running at P4. Right behind J. Paul as soon as this camera angle cycles around. Zane, I need the toll!
Definitely need.
It's going to be
what's going on and where. Yeah,
it's going to be the 10 of Sterlo. Looks like going to be running P5.
10 of Sterlo, and it looks like the 42 of Amore is going to go around. There's going to be a big wreck in the back. Big wreck in the back.
Caution is out.
And caution is out. There it is. David Hoots said, put it out.
That's a tough break for you, Forrest Smitty.
Yeah. So let's see. We're gonna rack them up again. They only made one or two laps right there, so it's probably gonna be within 40 laps. So everybody should be able to make it on one more stop if we go green from here.
I'm reading the comments. I see you. I see you, Deeds. Doesn't mean I want to talk to you. Whoa, what the heck? There's a cone flag in the air.
Oh.
What in the world? We got people throwing cones out of the track now.
Somebody lost their NOS bottle.
Stability assist are off, but this is a straight default lead. That cone is the toll deeds. I think that was Zane, man. I think Zane's throwing cones in the air at us.
He's throwing bearded cones out there.
Oh, man.
James Holst, make sure you navigate on over to that subscribe button and smash it hard, and also follow No Name Racing on Twitter. Every time something's going on with the league, whether it's the Cup Series, Xfinity Series, Truck Series, whatever, you'll be told. Every Thursday night's the Cup. Tuesday night is Xfinity, and Sunday night or Saturday night is the Trucks. So it's a strong league, all default, a lot of talent. It'd be a good one to follow if you're looking for a league.
Yep, and we are up. They went to the modified restarts there, starting at the start-finish line. They might call a caution because that cone is on the infield down the front stretch. You would think that's dangerous there, Pete, but coming around, they're all going to single file out pretty quick.
Yep, the 10 of Sterlo was able to latch on to the back of that 22, and he's going to pull the 11 of CGMX Rose right with him, and right behind him is the 51 of String.
Yep, got my eyes on a 38 of the Aviator right now as we're under 40 laps to go at Michigan.
And it's bounced around here a little bit. It looks like a Moore got bounced pretty far back after that last caution, but up front it's still been pretty much the main people. Whoa,
contact
hard.
Again between the 22 of J. Paul and the 38, but they hold it together. That's going to allow the 10 of Sterlo and the 11 of CGMX Rose make their way up through the pack. Sterlo's running at P3, Rose is P4.
Yep, and there's NNR String. He was up front earlier, leading for a little while, and he seemed like he was going to have a car to contend, and he's showing it again.
If someone wants to join the league, who do they message now?
Go to Facebook and look up NNR. You'll see a tab for all three leagues: Cup, Truck, and Xfinity. If it's Xfinity, you'll be contacted back by Muffin. If it's Truck, it'll be Dooman, and if it's Cup, it'll be Coey. Now, bear in mind, Cup is only about 4 races left before the chase, so I don't know if there'll be many more new people this season, but that can't mean you can't get into a lower series right now and start building up towards next season. This is hands down the best default racing on Xbox for NASCAR Heat 3. You got a lot of participants in Pro League and the World Challenge and all that are affiliated with this league. So if you're looking, this would be a great stop. Tyler, thanks for stepping in, sir.
Good God, was that your inaugural speech right there?
I tell you what.
Good Lord, that thing took 2 laps for you to tell the man that. He probably fell asleep.
Hey, got to get all the info out there. It's worth it.
Well, while your speech was going on, Sterlo, who was running in P3, is going to drop back to P5, right behind that 51 String as they are gapped from P6. And, a little bumper lock right there between the 11 of CGMX Rose and the 51 as Sterlo is going to hit the apron, able to hold it together. And Dohar is in here. I don't want to talk to Dohar. He wrecked me at Texas.
I think we all been wrecked by somebody at some point. But
I don't want to talk to Dohar.
I think the 10 cut the 51 String a little bit of a break right there. Said, hey, there's no sense in us racing side by side. We need to catch up with this front 3 and mix it up there, and then we'll talk. But no, the top 5 are going to be nose to tail.
I'll tell you what, Dohar might have a little advice for that 20 car. Do not block the 18. That's all I know. If you block him, he's going to wreck you.
I think there might be a little Pocono reference here.
Just a little bit. Hey, man, Pocono was probably the best race in the 51. A string is down on the infield, cutting the grass.
Oh, Kamal got into the backside, put Kamal straight into the wall. That's going to be a lot of damage on both of these cars. Oh, and the 88 also got collected in that, too. And it looks like the caution is going to be out.
Man, I think I need to take some of these drivers to ACA Academy. There's cautions lately.
Oh, boy.
I heard Dohar's recruiting.
Yeah. Jose, sorry we not catching you on track tonight, but to all you dads out there, I see something about a dad joke, but all kidding aside, all you dads out there, happy Father's Day this weekend.
Yes, sir. All right, well, let's give you a quick rundown. We got the 20 of Ingals, still your race leader. Man's been leading probably the most laps so far, in my opinion. On the outside of him, though, is going to be the young gun, CGMX Rose, starting in P2. Starting in P3 is going to be the Tua Stout Whiskey. Can't go with his punch slogan because, well, I might get my YouTube channel banned. Outside of Stout Whiskey is going to be the 6 of the Heated Snowman, making his way inside the top 5. It's been a little bit since he's been up here, but he's up here when it matters. Back there in P5 is going to be the 22 of J. Paul. On the outside of J. Paul is going to be the 18 of Rowdy. Sitting in P7 is going to be the 10 of Sterlo. On the outside of Sterlo is going to be the 9 of Silent Killer, who's had a rough night early on, but he's going to rebound quite nicely. He's going to bounce around back here. Oh my God, the 95 is blown in his engine. Oh, no, it's terrible.
Yeah, he put it hard in that wall twice, right around string. So that was the cause of this caution.
I think Dohar caused the wreck. That's what happened. That's why we're re-racking and stacking. But no, Dohar, I was talking about I might be sending some guys your way to the ACA Academy because it's been quite a few cautions here as of late towards the end of Michigan.
So HD on this bottom line, you got 20, the 2, the 22, and the 10, and then you got the 11, the 6, the 18, and then the 9, the Silent Killer. Which line do you think is going to move here?
I'm going with the bottom line because there's a bunch of 2s. Now we're underway with the 20 of Ingals. Well, not yet, just yet. Premature HD up here in the booth. Now we're underway, hitting the line, the 20, the 11, the 2, the 6, all going to jump in line.
Yep, another modified restart.
Yeah, it's going to be modified. Modified towards the end, in my opinion. We might be going single file after one more caution.
Yeah, one more, and that'll be the call by Coey, no doubt. But yeah, all single file. That's what these modified cautions do. So give them a little bit more of a chance to get separated instead of the 2x2 pack racing that we saw in the beginning. Although in the beginning they were able to hold together, but as we're winding down, these guys are going to start fighting for it a little bit more.
And push comes to shove, and push comes to push as the 11 of CGMX Rose is going to give that 20 a little push in turn 2. But, another thing that this modified caution is doing is creating huge runs for people. Oh, my good Lord, what in the world was that?
Wow. The 11 is lagging bad all of a sudden. Wow, he just donkey kicked the 18.
I don't know if I'm going to call that a donkey. And they're still green. Oh, caution's out.
Wow. Ooh. Yeah, donkey kick, brake check, whatever you want to call it. The 11 just jumped backwards.
I'm going to call that the 11 of CGMX Rose was trying to phone home ET back to his home planet. Well, it turns out he had T-Mobile. Now, we all know T-Mobile's not the best provider of cell phone service out there, but hey, you work with what you get.
Oh, wow.
Actually, scratch that. We're going to say he tried to FedEx something and it just didn't quite work out. So the UPS did.
He had to go back and pick up his pager.
You know what that was? That was Valley's setup. My man is using Valley's setup, and look what it does. Just doesn't work out.
If he finishes in the top 3, he's going to kill you, HD. All right, we're going to bring it down again.
Hey, Proof Valley setup's a hack right there.
Yeah. 704 said, no more. Bring this guy back.
Valley's dad works for 704. What? New race leader, though. That's going to be the 4 of Natty Dread. He's going to pull a little strategy here. He's going to stay out.
Yeah, and once they make their way around, I should be able to get a lap count. But yeah, Rowdy right now, he's all the way back in 14th or 15th spot. He's back there among a lot of damaged cars.
Man, it's just terrible to see that, though, that lag punch. But let's give you a quick rundown. Top 5. The 4 of Natty Dread, 20 of Ingalls now on the outside. The 11 of CGMX Rose sitting in P3 on the outside of Rose. And P4 is going to be the 10 of Sirlo. Back there in P5 is going to be the 38 of Aviator. On the outside of Aviator in P6 is going to be the 22 of J. Paul. Right there in P7 is going to be the 21 of God Power. On the outside of God Power, and the 00 is going to be Dude Man. Back there in P9 is going to be the 42 of More Smoke. And outside of More Smoke is going to be the 12 of Muffin. Right? No? I don't know.
Nope, not Muffin. That's your Knights.
Oh my God! How can I forget Nice? The man's my crew chief. Oh, good Lord!
You're going to be able to continue that for a little bit because I was going to pull out the old. Remember, the Micro Machines, not the real thing. No, going once, going twice, and they're green. And we've got 21 to go.
I'll tell you what, the 11 of CGMX Rose got a good jump there. He's going to maintain that second position. A 10 of Sterlo is going to follow in his draft, and Rose looking to make a power move on the inside off the 4 down to the turn 3.
Yeah, that 10 car Sterlo is really pushing. Now he's got the 20 of Ingalls behind, leaving the 4 all alone up high. The 38's going to duck down, so is the 22 of J-Paw. So you got the top 6 all kind of getting a little separation.
Yeah, we know Ingalls is going to be fighting hard. Now the 11 of CGMX Rose is going to leave the 10 out the dry. And here comes that 38 of Aviator.
Yep, 38 of Aviator, and then you got the 4 car and the 38 made a little bit of contact. That's going to pull J-Paw up to P5.
How many laps do we have?
We should be right at 20, if not 19.
There we go.
I'll know here in just a minute.
Oh, my God. That looks like it's going to be a wreck as the 20 of Ingalls gave the 11 a boot.
Yep, looks like the 11's able to say he's going to come back up on track, putting Coe in the wall.
Oh, they should.
And the 88 are flipping.
I will say one thing. I know the 11 got in a wreck, but he shouldn't have brought it out on track like that.
Yeah, I don't know if he had much control over that. He was sliding all the way through.
It looked like he had it. If he didn't, he didn't.
Wow. Maybe he didn't want to. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna rack him up again.
Good Lord, man.
Yep.
You know, this race started out good.
Oh yeah, absolutely started out good. I think I'm sure tempers are flaring up a little bit.
Well, I know someone's got a temper. It's going to be the 11. You know he is heated right now.
Yeah, he's got to be. He's got to be. I mean, we saw that lag out of him. Which caused the last restart. I'm actually seeing quite a bit of lag in the room right now towards the back of the field. So we'll have to see how this restart goes. But I'll get you a lap count here in a second also.
I'm surprised they haven't gone single file yet.
And it looks like we've got 16 to go.
They are going single file. There you go.
Yep.
You know, that's not going to help the 11 and see Jim Alex anymore because he just got back. He just went back a lot farther.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The 18 of Rowdy's back there as well.
Yeah, 18 of Rowdy. He's back here. He's back in 16th.
Wait a minute.
CGMX.
Wait, look who's inside the top 10. Carl, baby! Making his way up through the pack. Come on, get that win. Calling it now. Carl's winning it.
And yeah, the 51 has shown that he can lead laps, so he's got the 48 right behind him. That might be a duo. But yeah, your top 5 is 20 of Ingalls. You got the 38 of the Aviator. Then you got 22 of J-Pod. The 4 car is Stout. Natty Dread. I missed that. Then you got the 10 car of Sterlo. And who's after Sterlo? The 21 of God Power. Then you got the 00 Buckshot of Dooman. And the 51 of String. Then there's the 48 Ally car for Mr. NNR Carroll, or Carroll 92, or 92 Carroll, whatever it is now.
That's Carroll something. As we're underway, single file, looking like Indy cars out here at Michigan.
It looks like the
good Lord, the Ford looks like he's got his windshield wipers on full blast because it's hailing out there. Excuse me.
Yeah, 00 didn't get a good restart, so it bogged down the 51 and the 48 of Carroll. So they're going to have some catching up to do.
Oh, my God, the 4 is lagging. Oh, good Lord. We're going to see another caution.
Trying to get back. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to get back up towards the front part of the field right with it. So, yeah, you got 20 of Ingalls, 38, the 22, the 4, and then the 10. The 21's kind of rounding out this top pack. That's all single file.
Yeah, going to ride along with the hood view of the 38 of the Aviator. He's going to look to the outside. Whoo! Almost cut his loads, looking to the inside. They're bobbing. They're weaving. They're looking like Floyd Mayweather out there.
Yeah, they're ducking and diving and juking, and it's not going to do any good. Somebody clips, that bumper, and somebody's going to go spinning.
What is it? Float like a bee, sting like a butterfly? Who knows?
I just lost you. Yep. I'm guessing something else is going on here.
What happened?
Not only did I lose connection to the race, but I lost the 18 speed also. I'm guessing I just lost internet.
No, you're still in the Discord unless you're on your phone.
Yeah, that's on my phone, yeah. Okay, nope. Okay, yeah, it must have been an issue. It says I failed to connect to NASCAR Heat 3 server, so I got booted off the server.
I'll give you a quick invite real quick.
Appreciate it. Boy, that's 2 weeks in a row.
There you go.
I'll have to check a couple things. All right.
It doesn't matter. They're on a caution anyway.
Boy, it seems like that's what happens every time. Come on, Red Dot. Bring on the comments, just like last week. Let's go. Kick them up. Ooh. Yeah, hard wreck.
It's so hard to pass on the outside, though, here in Michigan. Michigan is one of those tracks where it's predominantly you're going to be fighting for that inside line. So you can be seeing people dive coming out of turn 2 and dive and coming out of turn 4 just to be able to sneak up under them. Did you get back in?
Yep, I'm back in. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, it looks like the 4 is lagging a little bit. The 18's lagging a little bit. It looks like the 12 is lagging a little bit. I'm guessing they're really testing things right now. But I'm sure, are they going to go single? What are we doing here?
They're going single file.
Yep, okay. And I'll get a lap count when we come back and go green.
Gotta be getting close to the end.
Yeah, oh yeah, I would imagine so. But Rowdy, he's made his way. He gained about 4 or 5 spots since that last caution.
Rabbit is in the rabbit hole. Welcome to the rabbit hole.
He's gonna find a quicksand hole down in New Mexico.
He's probably hanging out with Badeshi, is what I heard. I heard they're pretty good friends. Might be on a fishing trip in New Mexico. I don't know.
Yeah, James, it's very possible somebody could get a push on that outside. It is absolutely possible, but after a string of cautions like what you just saw,
I think it's very possible we're going to see another caution.
Yeah. The the Cup Series owner and league owner, Coe, he kind of calls what you see here, and that's the single file restart. Get a little bit of separation.
All right, get a lap count here. Wish I could just give you a lap count, but zing, we need the total as we're underway yet again. Single filed at Michigan. The 20 of Ingalls gets a good jump. There's that 22 of J. Paul, though, sitting P3. He's continuing to have his good night. The 10 of Sterlo sitting in P4. Right behind Sterlo's the 51 of String.
Yep, and they look like a real long conveyor belt going through 1 and 2 right there. So pretty clean start. Now let's see what kind of moves they're able to make since they're single file or back to single file.
Oh
again.
My God! Now 48 of Carroll sitting in P5, P6. Come on, Carroll.
Yeah, he might have heard you. He could have heard you.
Get that baby chugging along. Look, the 9 of Silence up there as well.
Yep, 9 of Silence right up there. Let's see. Yeah, same people plus a few new ones. I'm waiting on Rowdy right now to pass the start-finish line. He'll get us a lap count. And looks like we are at 7 to go, HD.
7 to go here at Michigan. 6 to go at the line. They are side by side, door to door for P2. Start loading the 10 cars, working with the 22 of J. Paul, though. They're going to make quick work of that 38 of the Aviator. Should clear him coming out of turn 2 this time. Actually, the 51 of String is going to jump to the high side, but I think he's just looking for that arc into the corner. I tell you what, the Aviator's holding strong out there. He's got a 3-car tandem down low as that 20 of Ingalls has checked out, and there's a little lag punch right there.
Oh, these lag shots are what's kind of causing most of the issues tonight. But it doesn't look like that's going to bring out the caution, being such a wide track. The 10 car Sterlo didn't collect anybody else, but it looks like the 9 of Silent Killer's got the draft off the 51 of String, so he's going to pull this second pack right up to him, and that does include the 48 of Carroll and the 18 of Rowdy.
Yeah, it should be 5 laps to go as the Aviator's going to move at the P2. I tell you, one person who's happy seeing this, that's going to be the 20 of Ingalls looking in his rear view mirror. He's saying, yeah, guys, you keep racing. I'm just going to check out.
Oh, yeah, he's pulling away. I'm just waiting on – I'm trying to get back up to the front of the field right there with you, and it keeps cycling back to the cars I've already seen. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you got 20 of Ingalls, and you got the 38 again of the Aviator, and then you got the 51 of NNR String, and 22 of J-Paw. J-Paw said he's going to have a good race, and he's he hasn't let up all night long. He's been right around top 5, and then there's the 9 of Silent Killer sitting P6. Good race for him this week.
Yeah, the 38 of Aviator is closing in on the 20 of Ingalls, but String has other plans. He's going to sneak up under the 38. The 9 of Silent, like you said, is here. He has arrived after struggling early on. What a bounce back for him. As, again, they're slowly catching, but they got to stop racing. They got to work together here to catch that 20.
Yeah, the 51, he just rooted the 38 off the bottom, and the 22 of J-Paw was right there to push him through.
Yep, and there they go. The 38's looking low on the inside.
Yep, 38 says I can pull that maneuver too, as he's going to get by the 22, and then there's the 42 going to follow the 9 of Silent Killer, and they got Rowdy right with him.
Yeah, 22 is going to drop outside the top 5. Here comes that 18 of Rowdy. But still, 20's got about a 5-car length lead on the 51 with under 5 laps to go at Michigan.
Yeah, these guys got to single file it out and work together in order to catch that 20 and reel him back in. But I don't know. Right now it's all about what position can I get.
If I could get a definite lap count.
Absolutely. They're coming. He's coming. He's on the back stretch right now. As soon as he gets to about 3 and 4, I'll check it and see where we're standing. I'm going to guess right around 3. Boy, Rowdy was at 213 down going into 3 right there.
All right, well, they're cooking because they've caught the 20 down the front stretch. I expect him to be right on his bumper coming out of turn 4. As long as these guys play nice, the 51 gets a little loose out of turn 2. He's able to hold it together, though. He's got that 20 in his sights.
I think the 20 is going to be strolling, HD. That was 1 lap to go.
Oh, that was 1 lap. White flag in the air here. And it looks like the 20 of Ingalls is going to bring it home with an easy win. 51 a string, sitting at P2, 38 of the Aviator in P3.
Wow, what a great finish. What a great finish.
That was kind of anticlimactic, though.
Yeah.
Where'd Carroll finish? There he is. Look like he got top 10.
It strolled by too quick.
Looked like he finished 8th.
Yep, he finished 8th. Yep. It's a great finish for Carroll. He really needed that. But there is a playoff picture for me between the 51 of String and the 48 of Carroll. String was 18 points behind Carroll, and they've got 4 races left. So, the 51 finished P2. He's back in P8. He just made up 6 points. And I don't know if they actually get points for leading laps or not, but this is a great points night for both guys.
That. All right, as we're getting the guys up in here. We got Ingalls, Rose up in here. Let's actually talk to Rose. Rose, you got a copy?
Yeah.
What in the world happened between you and the 20?
I mean, he was blocking like that the whole night, and then do it to him, and he just wrecks you. I don't know what to say. But if you can race like that, we'll see what happens next.
Good Lord, where are we going next?
I think it is... What is it? Is it Thunder Valley?
Yeah, Bristol.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. It's Bristol, baby. Well, there you go. You had the words from CGMX Rose. He said, I'm going to pull a Rowdy next week. Do not block me because I'm just going to run you straight over. But let's get straight to it. We all in here? Oh, there's the Aviator. Yep, Aviator's here. Ingalls is here. I'll take the Aviator. Aviator's HD. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
All right, buddy. Well, that's a good, strong third-place finish for you. I don't know. That's where you wanted to finish. I imagine you wanted to win. Everybody wants to win. But you're up front towards the pack early on. We had a lot of good, clean racing early on as well. What happened there towards the end?
It was really just a battle to see if anyone could get past the 20. Just because of the way he was blocking, it was hard to do anything with him. So it was like a battle between like me, String, J-Paw, Rose. It was just a battle to see who can get it to him.
All right, so looking back at it now, do you wish you would have dove down in there on Ingalls, maybe bumped him a little bit?
Not really. I had a clean car, so I wanted to keep it clean. So maybe next time.
I'll tell you what, you're a good kid. I know some people, Rowdy, might have thought something different of that. But hey. All right, why don't you go ahead and take our second place finish there, String.
All right, String, Speed, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, String, this is the first time I've been able to talk to you after a race. Congrats on your P2. All race long, it seemed like you were in the top 5. Might have fell back a little bit due to caution or whatever, but you were in contention all night long. And as I just mentioned to HD, this is a great points night for you as well, since you and Carroll are in such a battle for that spot. How are you able to keep it together, bringing home P2, working with the Aviator like he just said? What could have given you that one more point or that one more position?
One more lap.
One more lap.
I didn't want to go past Aviator when we was drafting. We was catching him a little bit, but you just get such big runs at this track, and the last 3-4 laps, you just can't afford to not take them. So, if I would have stayed behind Aviator, we might have got to him when we needed to, but you're just not thinking about it at the time.
Yep, you're thinking about those points. I hear you loud and clear, but man, congrats on P2. You were strong here in the earlier race, strong again tonight, and going into Bristol, I know you got a good car there. Congrats, sir.
Hi, man. Thank you.
HD, on you.
All right, man. So I got the man of the hour, your race winner, the 20 of Ingalls. Ingalls, HD, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, buddy. Well, we're going to jump straight to it. Are we going to be hopping in WWE 2K19, Hell in a Cell, table, ladders, and chairs with CGMX Rose here after this?
You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
All right, so looking back at it now, from your perspective, we heard Rose's side, you heard Rose's side. What is your take on the whole ordeal?
Well, he says I was blocking. Well, yeah, I mean, track position's everything here. You gotta stay up front, so working hard to keep the lead, and I got a good run on him down the back, and I pulled to his inside, and that was about a third of the way up his car. And he kept going down, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna hold it and see what happens. And when he came down, we made contact, and I couldn't go any lower. I was already to the apron, so I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not just gonna pull over and let him win, so whatever.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, man, you're becoming a staple in this league. I mean, we talk about the Moors, the CGMX Roses, the Aviators. I mean, you're up in the front every single race. I don't think there hasn't been a race lately where you haven't led a lap yet. So you just keep up your work. You keep doing what you do, because I tell you what, I do like the drama up here in NNR. And I tell you what, next week at Bristol is going to be mighty interesting. I'm going to have a story to go on once that 11 CGMX Rose is behind you. Be interesting to see if he pays a little payback. But guys, this has been another broadcast of NNR Racing League. And until next time, guys, keep it square, keep it fair. What are we talking about? We'll see you next time on the track.